Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Taurus. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. So please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a clearer, more concise picture as what potentially could be happening for your love life in this week. So it could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, etc. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or if parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So take what you feel fits and leave the rest. So obviously, as you guys can tell, I've got a brand new setup, so I hope that you guys love it. I genuinely love it. I'm over the moon. At least you guys can see the cards a lot better now, which is very exciting. So leave us a comment. I'd love to know what your feedback is. But I'm over the moon with the new setup, so I really do hope that you guys like it as well. Also want to let you know that I do have a donation link now available if you did fancy donating to the channel. There is a link in the description box below that will take you to a PayPal account. Any donations are graciously accepted and appreciated, so thank you so much as they go towards the betterment of the channel, so thank you. So let's get into this, shall we, anyway? Obviously, please feel free to leave a timestamp as well if you wish for the beginning of the reading. So let's get into this. Angels of love and light, could you please have clear, concise messages as to what's happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do they need to know for this week? Okay. Okay, straight out we have the Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wow, King of Wands as well that's come out. More fire energy. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Three of Swords. Three more, thank you. Four of Pentacles for Taurus, please. Strength card. Ace of Swords, two more, thank you. Taurus energy with the Hierophant in reverse, and one more. Two of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, interesting, with the Fool. So strong Aries energy here with the Fool. We have Gemini, we have Virgo, we Scorpio here with the Magician in reverse. Four of Swords. We've got strong fire here on the table, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so we haven't got any water here on the table until the Knight of Cups a bit later on in the deck. And I feel like there probably will be some sort of water sign coming up later on as we go to clarify these cards. Okay, so obviously what I'm picking up on is that potentially you could be dealing with two different people or potentially three people, but if this is not necessarily the case, then what I'm feeling is that this could be one particular person who embodies the energy of the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and also the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that this person may have been incredibly selfish and they had really hurt you in some sort of way. Potentially if they didn't put in effort to do with the connection or tried to make any effort. I feel like they didn't make the effort in the past, and I feel like this was a hard truth to kind of accept, that somebody wasn't willing to put in the effort in the past. This person could have been very secretive with their lifestyle. They could have been a bit in and out of your life, a bit flaky, potentially had commitment issues. This person may not necessarily have liked the idea of getting tied down, and I feel like if you had wanted a long-term commitment with this person or had spoken about the idea of a long-term commitment and they did one thing and said another, or said one thing and did another, I feel like that is quite prominently the case here. Like this person could have given off the impression that they would have wanted something long-term with you, and you may have thought that that was a particular truth, but potentially they were flaky and they broke particular promises, which I feel had really hurt you and upset you in the past. You could have put a lot of effort to do with this connection, but I feel like this person predominantly didn't want to get tied down. I feel like you may have found out some sort of cold hard truth with this Ace of Swords that you need to kind of retreat from this person, take your energy back, focus on yourself, work on you, withhold your affection from this person, and just not get involved, because whoever that potentially you may have been dealing with, or your love interest, if they've been dealing with a third party situation or a karmic partner, there was just a lot of selfishness involved. Okay, so predominantly someone in the mix may have overly given to a situation and then didn't necessarily return very much, or if they were to return anything back, it would be predominantly because of feeling that what are they going to get out of it, what more are they going to get out of it if they were to return something back to you or back to your love interest or however. So please take it how it resonates and leave the rest. I feel like either you or your love interest are going through a separation, maybe even a divorce. For some reason, widow has wanted to come through. I don't know why widow, because I'm not getting that strongly here, but somebody could have been widowed potentially. Either you or your love interest are knowing that there's going to be some sort of choice or decision that's going to be made based on a connection that didn't have the best of starts or the most solid of foundation. And I feel like if this person comes back around and they speak some sort of truth and they kind of admit their wrongs or their wrongdoings in the past, then potentially you may be open to hearing what it is that they have to say, because it's going to be relatively difficult what they have to say, because I feel like this person could have potentially been a narcissist in the past, or just very selfish, you know. They could have just not had the follow through. They said they were going to do one thing and then they didn't do it. Predominantly what I'm getting as well is that this person was pretty much safer in the idea of staying in that kind of non-committal type of relationships, predominantly because there's quite a lot of insecurity to do with this person. Like, they wouldn't make it obvious to people around them, you know, that they may lack in confidence, but actually deep down they're probably very insecure. They could come across to other people as relatively arrogant, you know, a bit of a show off, someone that kind of you know, look at me type of thing, like they love to be the center of attention. But this person is going to communicate to you at some point, and most likely they're going to communicate to you that if they want to change the situation with you, then they know that they have to change. But I feel like you've already kind of made a decision to move on from this person, especially if, you know, you wanted something long term and a proper commitment, and if they haven't have changed and then they come back around and say that they'd want a commitment, or say, oh, I want the same as you and I want a commitment, then I feel like there's just some sort of I'm not just totally buying it. I wouldn't be totally believing this person on the surface front of whatever it is that they've got to say to you and why they've got to say it. Potentially this person could have been very materialistic in the past, and they may have gone through something relatively difficult in their lives, where they may have lost a lot financially, and so therefore now they're kind of it sounds awful, but they're maybe scrounging around a little bit for, you know, taking a few quid wherever they can, or a few coins, or a little bit of money here, there and everywhere, because they've got to make sure that they're all right, but potentially they are not as all right as they're giving out the impression that they are. This person probably wasn't very faithful if you were in a commitment with this person, or if, like, there was most likely other options for sure. I'm picking that up on quite strongly here, guys. So before we get into this anymore, I feel like I'm gonna clarify. It's interesting to me because this person may have given off the impression that they want to take a chance and move on forward with you and date you, but there wasn't the follow through, there wasn't the transparency there, and they're definitely holding something back here with this kind of 3 of Swords here, up here with the 4 of Swords and the Ace there. We've got the 4 on the table as well with the Ace of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So you've had to heal from being away from this person, and they have decided, look, I'm going to take the leap of faith away from you because I didn't get the transparency that I was asking for. And you kind of have shown your true colours to me that you didn't put in the effort. It's pretty evident now. So I don't know how I feel about, you know, doing anything with you. I feel like you may have completely withdrawn from this person now and just decided to kind of work on yourself. But they're definitely holding something back away from you. And what you want is the truth. Regardless of how awkward the truth may come across from this person about potentially saying, oh, you weren't the only one, you know, I was potentially dealing with a lot of other people, and, you know, I didn't want to get tied down, and I didn't want to do this and this. You know, the idea of commitment kind of scared me, and I wasn't sure about what I wanted at the time. Potentially they could have chosen other people or other partners purely on physicality, and attraction and materialism, rather than necessarily anything much deeper. And I feel like you kind of thought, well, you know, I don't want that. That doesn't kind of bode well with me, and decided to get away from them. And I don't blame you. So you probably separated yourself or broke up from them. But you didn't want to deal with the drama. You didn't want to deal with the conflict. You didn't want to be brought into a third party situation. And it's interesting because, like, yeah, you don't believe that if this person was to come back around to you and come across as pure intentions with opening up their heart and taking you out on a date and what have you, you're a bit unsure with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You don't know whether to go for this or not. And I feel like you are predominantly thinking to yourself, like, well, yeah, it could be good news that you're going to reach out to me, but I'm getting this impression that you're coming across as a liar, and not just a liar like, you know, you told me a lie or two. There's a lot more of a lie, yeah. And look at that with the Ace of Wands in reverse. There's definitely been something else or someone else where there's been a lot of drama, and it's coming to light. And I feel like this person wants to come back around, but they definitely won't be as available as they're saying that they are. And you're going to be in two minds about it. You'll be in two minds about whether you even reply to this person if they were to even contact you. Because I don't feel like you're going to be interested in talking to them whatsoever. So it's really quite fascinating here what I'm kind of picking up on, that this person was incredibly selfish, or they are very selfish. And I feel like this is predominantly a reading to let you know that whatever it is you're doing, that's standing in your own truth and moving your own self forward, you're doing the right thing. You're walking forward in your truth. You're going to be very clear with this person, and you're going to say to them, look, you know, I recognise that there was a one-sided connection. I recognise that I showed up in my genuine self and you weren't necessarily meeting me halfway. And now I'm holding myself back from you. So regardless of whether you try to enter into my life or not, I'm not too bothered, because I feel like you're just saying to them, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be brought through all the heartache and the pain and the difficulties that I've gone through, and I've gone through a lot in my life, and I'm not going to stand for it. So no, I'm not going to be your side piece. I'm not going to be your extra on the side. I'm not going to be coming in for a one-nighter with you. I'm not going to feel like I have to be involved with you in any way because you've done certain things for me, or like whatever. Like whatever is coming across is, this person may feel a little bit like entitled, or they feel a bit entitled that they are deserving of something from you in some sort of way. That's so random. I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but you have decided to not sit in fear anymore and be in stalemate energy. You've just decided to kind of potentially cut this person off and, you know, stop communication with them and close out the cycle here with the World card. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus and Scorpio energy. You've decided to close them out, but potentially they're not able to close themselves out away from you. And we are currently in the midst of Venus retrograde, so it is quite a possibility that this person may be coming back around. So let's look into the Strength card. Why the Strength card is here for Taurus, please. The thing is, I'm not going to kind of fluff it with you. I'm going to tell you straight as what I'm feeling when I'm reading these cards. I'm going to let you know, yeah, you're definitely going to have your guard up. You know, you've been up in your head about this person or this situation in the past, but I feel like that is something that's over. You know, you've dealt with the challenges that have, you know, come to you in regards to this person, and you've been up in your head and you've been unsure and stuck in the drama and the negativity and feeling relatively down and out by it. But I'm just getting the overall impression that you are now standing your ground, and you're not being defensive, but you are definitely on defense. That if this person, you know, comes in and they disturb your peace or they disrupt your peace in any way, there's definitely going to be a few firm words. That's what I'm getting. You know, you've definitely become more empowered and got this self-love into yourself, and you will communicate very clearly. You know, you're not blunt and mean and rude or anything like that. I just feel like you've had plenty of time to figure out what it is that you want to say, in the scenario that potentially this person, if they were to come back around, like hypothetically, like you've got something kind of in mind of what potentially you may say to them. So why is, oh, I don't know why I'm shuffling with those cards. Interesting. I was going to use the other cards. So yeah, you're not going to move yourself further forward with this person. If they were to come back around to you, they've got to do the donkey work, because you've been hurt from this person in this situation in the past, and you're not willing to compromise with where you stand as of right now. It's they've got to sort it out. They've got to sort it out to be able to come forward towards you. You know, they could have had a bit of issue to do with their ego, and I'm getting that very strongly. Ego issues, pride, potentially arrogance. You're not going to be brought into any kind of petty arguments with this person. I feel like you're going to just stand your ground. Why is Strength here? Strength here for Taurus. Thank you. Oh no, that's the Four of Swords. Wow, I thought it was going to say Three of Swords. But you've had to heal from the heartache here. Four of Swords energy, and you've gathered your strength. You've worked on yourself. You know, it's been tough going. You've had to break up from this person or go into separation from them because, you know, you weren't going to deal with someone who wasn't going to be putting in the effort. Yeah, this person was lazy here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, right? And the Eight of Pentacles again showing up. We've got repeating cards coming out here, guys. That this person, you put a block on this person and just said, look, I recognise what it is that you're doing or you're not doing, and I've healed enough to see the pattern of whatever has been going on here, and you've decided to stop it completely. And I think you've done a brilliant job. I really feel that you have, because you've just said to them, look, at the end of the day, it's not that I'm being harsh or anything. I'm actually equaling you in the energy that you're giving me. So whatever you're giving me, I'm giving that to you back. It's not to say that you have, you know, you give as good as you get, and you're definitely giving as good as you get now. That's the predominant thing that I'm really feeling from all of this. Yeah, oh my gosh, guys, look at that, Seven of Wands. And we were saying that earlier, that you're standing your ground, and you definitely are here. You definitely are. You know, you're fighting for yourself, for your own peace, for your own self-preservation. You don't want to be dragged in with anything. You want peace in your life. Look at that, Five of Wands in reverse. You are no longer up in your head about this person or the situation anymore. You know, there's been a lot of drama, there's been frustrations, you've been stuck and unsure. You may have argued with this person. You may have realised that they had third-party interferences or people trying to disrupt your connection or what have you, and you just decided, look, do you know what, at the end of the day, you know, enough is enough. And for my own peace, you've just gone, do you know what, I don't expect us to find any common ground at any time soon. So unless you really significantly change whatever it is that you're needing to change in your life to actually meet me halfway or to be able to work on it, then I feel like you're very much putting your foot down and kind of like you just don't want any mess. Look at that, the Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant again in reverse, showing itself on the table of what you see and what you don't see. This person is probably not expecting you to act in the way that you're going to act, or most likely going to act with this person. Like, I feel like they're going to get a massive shock with how you're going to treat them, and not necessarily going to treat them harshly or be mean or anything like that. I just feel like you're going to be very fair, you're going to be very honest, you're going to be open, you're going to speak your truth because you've gained the clarity about what it is that you want for yourself and where you stand in this connection. And overall, this person showed you how they showed you themselves as how they showed you, and you're just acknowledging that now and just saying, look, I don't want any drama. I'm sitting here relatively peaceful, but if you do come forward towards me, then I know how I can handle myself, and I know how I can handle the situation with you. So, you know, I feel like there's a lot of power coming from you, a sense of empowerment, because you've been working on yourself. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles wanting to come out. And it kind of came out sideways. So rather than investing in working with this person, you've decided to turn it around and actually put this into yourself, and you're going to have a brand new beginning. You're going to have a brand new beginning. This person is going to want to sort something out with you. I feel like they're kind of wanting to change things. Why is the Hierophant here, please? You may have met this person like at work, or been involved with them at work, or you kind of known them through someone of someone, or potentially something along those lines. But financial matters are going to be more important for you rather than what's going on with this particular relationship, that's for a fact. Why is the Hierophant here in reverse for Taurus energy, please? The Hermit, look at that. Virgo energy and the Death card, Scorpio energy, wow. Ten of Wands, yeah, you've literally leveled up, I'm getting, and you've gone within, you've done some self-healing, you've isolated yourself, and you have transformed your inner world and your outer world, and it's taken a long time. It's been difficult for you to get to where you've got to, and you potentially have been taken advantage of by other people because of, you know, it's difficult. Obviously, when we transform ourselves, we do go through more vulnerable times. And I feel like this person wants to now reach out and communicate with you here with the Eight of Wands, that they realise that they most likely have hurt you here with the Ten of Swords, and that they want to move on to calmer waters with you here with the Six of Swords and the Queen of Cups, and bring you justice because they've got a new perspective on your connection. And now they're having sleepless nights about it, and now they want healing and closure for the fact that most likely they had a big ego, and that they were selfish and they had issues, or now they're having issues. The other way I'm looking at it is that either they've transformed or you've transformed, and I feel like you have gone through a lot with this person, and you're now moving on to calmer waters because you're healing yourself, and you're not becoming bitter because of whatever's happened in the past. You've just gained clarity, and you're speaking in your truth, and you're being enlightened, realizing that it's not a time to put in action to do with this connection. It's actually a good time to pull away, and therefore I feel justice is coming in and balancing the scales for you, for the difficulties and the heartache and the sleepless nights that you've been through, so that you can gain closure, you know, after a period of time of being, you know, of dealing with this other person or other people. Why is the Hierophant here for Taurus? You know, you've definitely taken taken time to reflect on what it is that you want for yourself. Look at that Hangman energy with Pisces coming out again, and Two of Cups. You know what it is that you want. You want a balanced, loving relationship, something that is going to be, you know, fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling, that is going to overfill your cup, but also it's going to bring in a sense of bounty and abundance. And look at that Temperance energy, Sagittarius. I feel like you've got potentially another soulmate coming in, someone else who is going to be a lot more on your level, who is going to be on the same wavelength as you, be on the same page, want the same things. I'm getting power couple, so maybe you're going to be wanting to be with someone where you feel like you're in a power couple. Yeah, you've had the realization that this person was incredibly selfish and most likely a procrastinator. You know, they procrastinated on your connection, didn't make a decision, and now you're moving yourself forward here with the Eight of Wands, looking forward for what it is that you want for yourself with this own sense of self-empowerment after dealing with this person who was relatively toxic. You know, you're working on you with the Four of Pentacles, gaining your own gaining self-worth and confidence and self-esteem. You know, things have been difficult because you haven't known all the answers, you haven't found out all the answers because of this person. They may have left you in limbo and not said very much to you, and this could have been really quite heartbreaking at one point. But with this Pisces energy of the moon, you've gone through a lot of anxiety and you've had to really work on yourself to establish what it is that you want. And I feel like blessings are now coming in for you, and someone who's actually going to meet you at the level that you want them to meet you, with the King of Pentacles upright rather than a King of Pentacles in reverse, or a King of Wands in reverse, or a Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody who's actually going to be loyal and committed and want something steady with you, who's going to put in the work, who's going to have same values as you, and then you can both move on forward together here with the Six of Swords onto calmer waters after a period of time of healing with the Queen of Cups. So let's just close off the reading here with the romance angels and see what we can get for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Obviously, please take what you feel resonates and leave the rest, guys. This is a very different reading than I was expecting it to be. It's all kind of coming across to me as like some sort of self-empowerment and being relatively happy single. Yeah, you've retreated your energy from this person. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like you're relatively happy just not dealing with this person or this situation. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Well, yeah, you've done brilliantly. I feel like you taking the time to heal, to get away, to focus on yourself, just to go kind of be on your own truth. This is allowing you to move on forward really beautifully. I'll take a couple more for Taurus if you've got it. Yeah, children. Your love life is being affected by children, and very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So as you're having this time to retreat, you've had the opportunity to think clearly about what it is that you want, and you know, you'll know that it'd be worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. You know that if you've been single for some sort of time, you know that it'll be worthwhile when somebody does come in. It's going to be ideal. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. Yeah, so if this person does come back around, you know, you've at least got a bit of a heads up with trusting your own intuition about whether it's safe for you to love this person or not here. You know, but you've gone through a lot. I'll take one more to close it out for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Flirt. Yeah. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Yeah, you'll be in a position to be able to date at some point. You know, you won't feel intimidated by the idea of dating. You won't be anxious about it. You would have healed quite a lot. You've worked on yourself. a lot more discerning about what it is that you want or what you don't want. And you know, I feel like there's going to be some sort of brand new freshness coming in for you in relation to love at a later date. But this person, be careful, may come back around to flirt, pay attention to the red flags, and they could still have addictions or codependencies or some sort of ego issues that they could be dealing with at this time that they haven't fully healed from as of yet. And they may be keeping a few things secret from you. So it could be worthwhile that, you know, just to stay where you are, away from this person or this situation, and kind of let things play out. I feel like whatever masks or anything that's been worn is going to be taken off relatively soon, and you know, you'll find out exactly what it is that you'll need to know in the time being. You know, it's just about being patient with yourself and your situation. There we are. Once there was the moon, now we have the sun. So once there was darkness, there will be light, and there will be more lighter times coming. There will be more lightness coming forward. You will be able to embrace that and heal from the past here with the 5 of Cups in reverse. You'll be able to take a chance on love again. You will heal the old wounds of the past. You will be able to move yourself forward and eventually move on to someone or be with someone who's actually going to be emotionally available for you, you know? So anyway, guys, wow. That was nothing I was expecting whatsoever. I have tried to do your reading a few times, and there were just issues with the reading, or my voice was playing up, or the camera kept on cutting out, or there was always something that was getting in the way. So I felt like what the message I've given out today is on the right track, is on the right lines, because we've actually got to finish the reading. So I feel like this is actually the right one for you all. So I hope you have enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, leave us a comment, I greatly appreciate it. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. I hope that you have a very good week, and we'll speak to you very soon. So please take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here, thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye for now.